I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Kenny. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Maybe put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. And give an F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Tryna earn they stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a Keeta. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Y'all just talk, don't live it. And just took that route that seen it. And I'm so.
Welcome in to episode 71 of the WAG Show. I am your host, Ben Hostler. We are here to talk about today's best bets for Tuesday, May 23rd. We have a very, very tasty baseball slate tonight. I like a lot of spots tonight. This is my biggest betting card I've had in the last, I think, 2 weeks maybe. I have 6 or 7 premium plays posted for tonight. So if you guys want access to my betting card for the day, I'm up over 18 units for the baseball season. You can get access by going to the page you see right on your screen there, betkarma.com. Sign up. It's betkarma.com/pricing for the exact link, but you can click join premium there on the homepage. And you'll get access to the premium Discord channel and all my picks. I have 6 or 7 plays posted for tonight. This is the biggest card I've had in a while. I like the slate tonight. So tap in for that. I write a free home run article every single day. Yesterday, I wrote up Rowdy Tellez at plus 360. He did hit a home run. I'm up over $300 on my home run picks for the season. I write that article pretty much every day. My pick for that is up for free on the website. Click the MLB tab. It's right there. Johnny also wrote a free prize picks article for today. So if you guys like prize picks, he just published an article for today with his prize picks plays. So go check that out. We're going to run through the basketball game tonight. We're going to run through the baseball slate, talk about the spots I like, talk about the spots you guys like. If you guys like any bets, drop in the chat. We'll discuss it. So before we get into it, I had a slightly down day yesterday. I went down 1 unit, 2-2 on the day, but I dropped my biggest unit bet of the day, which was the Brewers. Bad read by me, apparently, I think. I mean, they got absolutely destroyed by the Astros. I did cash the Rays money line and the Pirates money line. Pirates, I think, was a sharp pick. A lot of people were on the Rangers yesterday. A lot of money was on the Rangers yesterday. We talked about it yesterday. There's a little reverse line movement. I was buying low on Luis Ortiz. He had his best start as a pro. So I was happy that I made that pick. I thought that was a sharp pick by me. Unfortunately, it didn't matter because we lost the bigger play. But, it helped us salvage -1 unit instead of, -2 or 3. I'll take that every day. And we actually had a chance to break even because we also had Royals money line, which I talked about on the stream yesterday. And they tied it up. It was 5-5. They had a guy on second in the bottom of the 9th, couldn't get him home, and then they lost an extra inning. So if the Royals won, we would have broke even. So we had a chance to break even dropping the biggest play. So I'll take that every time, put ourselves in position more often than not. We're going to make money. Dewan, what's up? If you're in the chat, say hello. We're going to get cracking here. We are laying to rest the Los Angeles Lakers. They got swept. Oh, speaking of that, if you guys were on the stream yesterday, I told you guys I sent out an NBA same game parlay for the Lakers game last night, 100% free on our email list. All you have to do is go to betkarma.com, create a free account, and you will get put on that email list. I send emails out pretty much every day, recapping the premium stuff, dropping links to free tools, free bets. But I do some same game parlay stuff, and I gave you guys a free one yesterday, plus 902, and we hit it. So anyone that tailed that, I know a couple people reached out to me in the Discord. They had put it in. Always nice to cash a plus 902. We had it. Let me see here. We had Austin Reeves 15 plus points, Anthony Davis 20 plus points, Joker 30 plus points, Joker 8 plus assists, Joker 8 plus rebounds, Michael Porter Jr. 2 plus threes, Jamal Murray 4 plus assists, LeBron 6 plus assists, and Anthony Davis 10 plus rebounds plus 902. $25 turned into $250. And like I said, 100% free. You just have to get on the email list. I actually emailed a same game parlay for tonight's game earlier. It was like a plus 550 payout. So if you guys aren't on the email list, go join so that you get access to the free bets that I send out also. We're laying to rest the Lakers today. I don't know. I will say I'm not buying this LeBron retiring thing. This is not happening. LeBron James is not retiring this year. I don't think he's going out like that. I think he's going to try his hardest to win a title, and then maybe he'll take a seat after that. But I don't think he's going out. I think that speculation of, maybe he has things to think about, I think that's just a way to keep his name in the conversation while we move on to the NBA Finals. But I would be very, very shocked if he retires. I don't think there's any way LeBron retires after this year. No way. I think the Lakers are going to make some moves. I think that the smoke around Kyrie Irving joining the Lakers is real. I think LeBron has wanted Kyrie Irving back on his team for a few seasons now. And whether you think that's going to work or not, I think it's probably going to come to fruition. I do think Kyrie Irving will probably be on the Lakers next year. So we'll see what happens, but I'm calling complete and total BS on the LeBron James retiring narrative. I don't think there's any way that he retires. I know it's irrelevant now, but I'm surprised LeBron wasn't thrown out yesterday. Or you think it wasn't that serious? I don't think it was worthy of getting thrown out. I think getting thrown out of a playoff game is like you have to do something really, really serious. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think he should have got thrown out. You have to do something bad to get thrown out of a playoff game, in my opinion. Like earlier on when like Draymond got thrown out of a game and Embiid got thrown out of a game, like all that stuff. I don't know. I don't want to see guys get thrown out of playoff games. You have to do something seriously bad. He wants to play with the Sun. Yeah, so he kind of talked about that too, right? He said like that may be my goal, but it might not be his and all this stuff. I don't know. I don't know Bronny, so maybe Bronny doesn't want to play in the NBA. I have no idea. We don't know. So maybe that's kind of what sparked that conversation. I do think Bryce is going to be better than Bronny. Obviously, I don't know if LeBron's going to make it. Bryce is pretty young. I don't know if he's going to make it until Bryce presumably would be in the NBA, but look, we'll see what happens. I don't know, but I just know I would be very shocked if LeBron retired after this season. Who do you guys got? I think the Nuggets are gonna win the finals. We'll see what happens here, but dude, did you guys see? If you guys don't, go on the Bet Karma Twitter account. Go look at this bet. I saw this yesterday. I couldn't believe it. Someone cashed this bet out. Someone put $25. I don't know when the bet was placed because I don't have the timestamp on it, but somebody put a bet in. It had to have been clearly it was obviously before the Super Bowl. So I'm going to speculate this was put in late January. Someone put in a 3-team parlay futures, and it was Chiefs to win the Super Bowl at plus 430, which is why I think it was late January. UConn basketball to win the title at plus 2,600, and then Denver Nuggets to win the NBA Finals at plus 1,900. They put it in $25, it would have turned to 71,000. They cashed out after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl for $122. Dude, that's the worst cash out I've ever seen, ever. I would be, first of all, I would never cash that out because you guys know I had a crazy parlay. They were offering me a $1,200 payout on a $10 bet, and I didn't cash it out. So in no situation would I cash that out, but I couldn't imagine what I would do if I did cash that out. I would be in shambles if I cashed that bet out. Because the payout alone now, obviously UConn has since won, and Denver is down there minus 220 to win the finals. Dude, the cash out would be insane. They would have to offer you probably at least $50K. I can't believe it. Are you taking Celtics plus 102 or it's over? We're going to talk about that right now. What do you guys think for this game tonight? So when I sent out my same game parlay for tonight, I didn't include a full game side in the parlay because I don't ever want to chalk my same game parlay on a team losing unless I feel very, very confident. Typically, I stick to just props for NBA. But what do you guys think? I think I can't quit this team. I think the Celtics are going to win tonight, and they're going to get it to Game 5. Now, I've been wrong on all 3 games of this series, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I could just be wrong again. I'm not a Boston fan, so don't tell me I'm being a homer. I think I am not a Boston fan at all. I just don't I don't know. They're not going out like this, right? Like, there's no way. I kept saying that, and they keep losing, but there's just no way they go out like this. They have to get back to Boston for a game, dude. And look, whether they lose, in Game 5, if they lose in Game 6, I don't know. But I can't imagine a situation where both conference finals get swept. So just from that alone, I think they're going to win tonight because if you look at it like this, if that game ends tonight, we have 0 playoff NBA basketball until June 1st. 8 days, we have no playoff basketball. There's no way that's going to happen. The Celtics are going to win tonight. And I don't know what's going to happen after that, but I think they're going to win tonight, personally. Now, I would not bet them at plus 102 because I think Jason Tatum, like he did in Game 7 against the 76ers, I think Jason Tatum is going to have a good game tonight. So instead of betting the Celtics at plus 102 on FanDuel Sportsbook, you can get a player performance double. Jason Tatum, 30-plus points, plus Boston to win. It's plus 205. And Jason Tatum's points prop is 29.5 points, and he's juiced on the over. So, give me the plus 205 on Tatum having a good game and Boston winning. Give me plus 205 as opposed to that plus 102. Because if the Celtics win, they're going to have, Jason Tatum's going to have a good game. Miami versus Denver is in great ratings. Yeah, I'll be curious to see. I think you can spin that either way. I think that it's not a matchup that you typically would want in terms of ratings, but at the same time, I think maybe the pure basketball fans might enjoy it a little bit more just because we've had so many finals with LeBron or Steph Curry over the last 10 years that, I think that it's good to change. I love how the Nuggets play, and Jimmy Butler is as good as anyone. He's playing as well as anyone. So it gives you a good storyline to watch. So I'm excited to watch it. Should that be the case, Game 7 will be on Memorial Day. Look, if any, I know this Celtics team has shown you nothing in this series, but if any team can come back from 3-0 and win, I think it's them. I know they've played terrible. I know they laid down in that last game, but they have the talent to do it. It's just whether or not they do what they did last game or if they come out with no fear and just play their game. So I'm not saying they're going to, but I mean, what are the odds? Let's see. What are the odds Boston to win in 7? I think it's plus 800 on FanDuel. If it was plus 1,000, I might consider firing. The problem is if they win tonight, those odds are going to drop. So that's the best odds you're going to get it at, plus 800. I don't know. I'm rooting for the Celtics just because I don't want. Oh, it dropped to plus 700. It was plus 800 earlier. Celtics to win the series. It's plus 700 now. I'm rooting for the Celtics because I don't want to go 8 days without watching any playoff basketball. So, yeah, I don't know. I might fire just a little dart at that plus 700 just for fun. But if any team can do it, I do think it's a Celtics team. We'll see what happens. But I think Boston wins tonight. I think Tatum goes off. So if I was looking to bet the game, I would bet Tatum 30 plus and the Celtics to win at plus 205. That would be my favorite bet. In terms of a prop, it would probably be Tatum. I feel pretty convicted that Jason Tatum's going to have a good game tonight. So we'll see what happens. Should be a fun game. We'll see what happens. All right, so we're going to dive into baseball here. If you guys have any questions on anything else, drop it in the chat. We'll talk about it. I did give out a free baseball bet on Twitter today, so go to the Bet Karma Twitter account. It's at bet_karma. I tweeted it out earlier. You guys will see it on there. Favorite prop other than Tatum in the basketball game? I don't know what his odds are, but we've kind of been riding Caleb Martin. He was in my same game parlay the other night. Let's see what his points prop is. 12.5. Plus 102. Caleb Martin over 12.5 plus 102. He scored over 12.5 in every game of the series thus far, I believe. So I would consider firing that. Outside of Tatum, if you guys want to bet other than Tatum. And I don't hate Al Horford over 6.5 points either on the Celtics side. That would probably be the two. What is this? What lineup would you play? I think their lineup is fine. The Celtics lineup that they rolled last game, I think, is fine to start out. It's just going to come down to them being ready to play. And I do think the coaching aspect, like they're getting severely outcoached, but at some point, at some point it has to fall on the shoulders of Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Al Horford. Like these are veteran guys at this point. Jason Tatum is a veteran player. Jaylen Brown, a veteran player. These guys have had multiple playoff runs. They've been to the NBA Finals. They know what it takes to win in the postseason. Al Horford, obviously. Smart, obviously. Like, these guys have been there and done it. So at some point, you can throw that coaching mismatch out the window. It does fall on their shoulders in terms of just them being ready to play and being locked in from the first whistle. Because, look, Miami has played exceptionally against the Bucks and throughout the entire playoffs. But at the end of the day, this is a team that in the regular season was outside the top 15. They were a play-in team. They lost a play-in game. They almost got eliminated in the play-in. They almost weren't even in the playoffs altogether. So at the end of the day, the Boston Celtics have a better roster, and it comes down to more than coaching. The players have to go out on the court and do it. Butler's best player. Yeah, I mean, you can't argue how Jimmy Butler's been playing. I mean, he's absolutely taken over. You cannot argue that. But well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Appreciate the SGP last night. Sean, I'm glad that you tailed it. Yeah, it's always nice. I kept, Sean, I've put out other ones in our Discord, and I've been so close. I kept missing them by like one leg. So I'm really happy that we finally hit one. And that series, the Lakers series in particular, was good to me in terms of betting. So I'm happy that we hit it on that. Jimmy deserves a ring. I agree. I think the Nuggets are going to win, but I would be happy with either the Heat or the Nuggets winning. I think both teams would be deserving given how they've played. All right, we're going to run through the baseball slates, and we'll get on out of here. So starting off, White Sox, Guardians. We have Logan Allen against Dylan Cease. Logan Allen, a -130 favorite over Dylan Cease here. Dylan Cease has struggled this season for the White Sox. He's been inconsistent. He has been walking a lot of guys. And you guys know my rule. I really don't bet on Cleveland, but I would lean toward their side of this game. Butler reminds me of Kawhi. I can see that. Prime Kawhi was different, bro. He would take over. Spurs Kawhi was different. If the NBA is rigged, what point is proven if Miami wins? To prove the plan is a good idea. I don't know. I'm not like I don't actually believe sports are rigged. You know, like some people do. I do like I 100% believe that referees bet on games and games are influenced by that. Like that is a case in point. Like there's no way. I mean, there's literally like I know that I don't remember the guy's name that they did the Netflix documentary on, but I mean that just shows you that it has gone on. Like, what's to tell you that that's not going on again? And people will say like people will try to discredit that. Like the guy that they made that Netflix documentary on that did try and fix NBA games, he was only winning like 70% of his bets. So that just shows like this guy was literally trying to rig games and still was only winning 70% of the time because you can't control what the players do. You can make the calls, but you can't control what the players do. So I don't think like I think it's funny to joke like about the script and all that stuff. Like I don't actually think sports are rigged, but I do think that refs bet on games still to this day, especially in the NFL or Vegas has influence on games. I do believe that. I don't believe that there's like a script or anything like that, but I do believe refs bet or Vegas, whatever you want, both. I believe that they have influence on games 100%, but I don't think they're rigged. If they were rigged, the Lakers 100% would have won. But see, this is an example I can show you guys of why I think refs influence the game. You can't tell me that the refs were not trying to influence the Lakers Nuggets series. Some of the calls that were made against the Denver Nuggets were absurd. People I know that don't even like the Nuggets, like people I know that would root more for the Lakers, were saying like how bad the refs were. So that's an example of like they'll give the Lakers the calls, but they can't control what the Lakers do with the calls. You see what I'm saying? Like they still have to go out and win the game. So even though they're getting help from the referees, like that doesn't mean that they're going to win the game. If the NBA actually was rigged, the Lakers would have won the title for sure. So that probably discredits that, but referees 100% have influence on games. All right, back to baseball. I would lean more towards Guardian side. You could bet the over if you wanted. I do think there could be some offense, but I don't like betting overs on any game with the Guardians because sometimes they can't score runs. It's like pathetic. Rangers Pirates, we have Nathan Eovaldi against Rich Hill. Nathan Eovaldi has been exceptional for the Rangers this year. He is a -165 favorite here. Rich Hill has been crushing for the Pirates, but you can't convince me it hasn't been lucky. His ERA is 2 full runs lower than his expected ERA. He's given up a ton of hard contact, and he really just relies heavily on I got to plug this computer in. Rich Hill relies pretty heavily on the umpire, like him getting calls and all that stuff. So I like the Rangers tonight if I was looking for a play here. The Rangers, if you look at Rich Hill's last start up against the Tigers, that's a bad offense. The Rangers are a very good offense against left-handed pitching. So I don't know if he's going to necessarily get away with the stuff he was getting away with against the Tigers. And the Rangers have a lot of power as well. And they have a lot of right-handed bats. Rich Hill's numbers against right-handed hitters this season are bad. The Rangers are going to send 7 righties at him tonight. So I would be looking to the Rangers side of this game. Next game, we have Blue Jays and the Rays. Jose Barrios up against Taj Bradley. You guys know I'm a big Taj Bradley fan. I've bet on Taj Bradley a number of times this season. Jose Barrios, someone I've been a little bit lower on. He has turned it around a little bit, but still advanced numbers don't look super good. We bet on the Rays yesterday. They won. And I would be looking to bet on the Rays again here. They're 22-4 at home. They were underdogs yesterday, which is insane. I don't think the Rays should be underdogs at home given how they've played there for the next month. We'll see how things pan out because baseball, small samples, what can you do? But when you're 21-4 at home, you should not be an underdog at home, especially when it was Chris Bassett. It wasn't like they were going up against Spencer Strider or something. So the Rays are narrow favorites here, -126 over on FanDuel. If they're at home, I'm looking to bet them. So I would be more so on the Rays side of this. 22-4 at home. I'll keep riding them while they're at home. I like the Rays as well. Perfect. Next game, we have Cardinals and the Reds. Adam Wainwright against Graham Ashcraft. This was the free bet that I gave out on Twitter today, so hopefully you guys saw that. If you did see the tweet, go like it, please. I would really appreciate it. But I'm back in the Reds here. They're +124 on FanDuel. They're +115 over on DK, as you can see on these odds. That's where the odds get pulled from DraftKings on this page. But so you can get a little bit better odds on FanDuel. But I like the Reds here. Graham Ashcraft is someone I've bet on a number of times. I think he's an underrated pitcher. Adam Wainwright has been terrible since coming back. His velocity's down. His advanced numbers do not look good. They look really bad, actually, scary bad. One of the worst pitchers in baseball bad. So we'll see how that stabilizes because he is an old pitcher and he just recently came back. But for right now, the numbers are really bad. Now, you'll see that sharp money is on the Cardinals, but we do have some reverse line movement here. 73% of the bets and 84% of the money are on the Cardinals, yet they've dropped from -155 to -135. 20 cents of movement towards the Reds. That's a great sign for Cincinnati. Cincinnati's at home. They definitely win the pitching matchup, and I'm going with the Reds tonight. You could bet them first five or full game. First five, probably a little bit less risky because you don't have to mess with the bullpen. But I like the Reds tonight. That was my free pick. My favorite underdog today. I think is a really good spot for the Cincinnati Reds. Next up, we have Diamondbacks Phillies. This was my play of the day for premium members. 2-unit bet in this game, so I'm not going to give that out here. I will skip this game. But just so you guys know, my bet of the day, 2-unit play of the day was in this game for premium members, so I'm going to skip it on the stream. San Diego, Washington, we have a Mackenzie Gore revenge game against his former team that traded him. Yu Darvish going for the Padres. Juan Soto returning to Washington. Tons of storylines here. What do you guys think? I think that the Padres have been so bad, I can't bet on them right now. So, I don't know. You could maybe take a shot on Nationals, but I'll probably just avoid altogether. I keep waiting for the Padres to heat up, and it doesn't happen. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen or what. But, I mean, I would assume eventually they're going to heat up. I think at one point over the weekend, I think they had scored less runs for the season than the Oakland A's. I mean, it's inexcusable what the Padres are doing. So they're on timeout right now. I'm not betting on them. Orioles, Yankees, Kyle Bradish against Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole, a -170 favorite here. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this game. Garrett Cole has been good, but not Garrett Cole. And you guys know I like Kyle Bradish, so maybe take a stab on the O's here. But I don't love betting against Garrett Cole, especially at home in Yankee Stadium. So probably just avoid this game. Dodgers, Braves. Miller going for the Dodgers. Bobby Miller, someone that they called up recently. This is his first start going up against Spencer Strider. Strider, a -200 favorite. I mean, I don't bet against Spencer Strider, so I wouldn't be looking to bet the Dodgers here. But I also don't bet -200 favorites in baseball. So you could use the Braves as a parlay piece, or you can always look to ladder Spencer Strider strikeouts. He's in the class of Ohtani, DeGrom. Anytime those guys pitch, You can ladder their Ks. So if you want to ladder Spencer Strider strikeouts, I think you can. But I won't be betting either side of that game. Mets, Cubs. It was supposed to be Kodai Senga. He got scratched. It's going to be Tyler McGill against Drew Smiley. Definitely would lean towards the Cubs with that news. I think Smiley's better than Tyler McGill as a pitcher. So I would look to lean towards the Cubs here if you were looking for a play on that game. Giants, Twins. You guys know my love-hate relationship with the Minnesota Twins. I was on a Twins cleanse. I wasn't betting them for a while, but that cleanse ended. I haven't bet them officially since I ended the Twins diet, but I'm on the Twins here. Sonny Gray at home. I like Alex Cobb a lot, but I like Sonny Gray better. I like him at home. San Fran strikes out a lot against right-handed pitching. I think it's a good spot for Sonny Gray. I think it's a good spot for the Minnesota Twins. Some big money came in on the Twins as well. So I would look to the Twins tonight, and I do think that they win that game. Astros, Brewers. I'm really, really upset with the Brewers letting me down last night. JP France against Rhea. Rhea's been terrible in terms of like his batted ball data and some of the advanced numbers. So I'm not looking to bet on him. I'll be passing on this game, I think, overall. Twins diet. Yeah, we cut the Twins out of our diet for a while, but I'm going back tonight. Tigers, Royals. I don't know. This game stinks. Eduardo Rodriguez is due for some regression. He's been running pretty hot in terms of his batting average and balls in play and some of the guys he's been stranding. But the Royals don't really have a good pitcher going, so I can't really look to back him here. So I'll probably pass. If the Royals had a good pitcher going, I would be on the Royals here, I think for sure. Marlins, Rockies, Yuri Perez against Austin Gomber. I mean, just a major pitching mismatch here. Yuri Perez, one of the best young pitchers in baseball, going up against Austin Gomber. Austin Gomber has been good for the Rockies, but a lot of it has been luck-fueled. He's due for some regression, and I would just lean Marlins here. I mean, minus 120 seems a little light, in my opinion, for the pitching mismatch that we have. I lean Marlins here for sure. Red Sox, Angels, Griffin Canning, Bello going for the Red Sox. Bello's been someone I've been comfortable backing. I think he's going to have a pretty good season. Not a huge Griffin Canning fan. So I lean Red Sox side of this game. I think they win the pitching matchup. I would bet them first 5. But I like the Red Sox side of this game. And then finally, we have the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. Marco Gonzalez against Medina. Medina is actually one of the A's better pitchers. He doesn't throw long in the game, but he has decent stuff relative to some of their other pitchers. So I think that there's value on the A's here, plus 180. You could bet them first 5 if you don't want to deal because their bullpen's so bad. So it's actually probably better to bet the A's first 5 than full game because their bullpen is just horrific. Maybe the worst bullpen of all time, like not joking. So I think there's some value on the A's tonight. Marco Gonzalez is not good. The A's have some pretty decent batting splits against left-handed pitching. They have some guys that can hit left-handed pitching well. And then you can see that line movement. 92% of the bets and 93% of the money are on the Mariners, but the lines move 30 cents towards the Oakland A's. So I think there's some value on the A's tonight, first 5 or the full game. Marco Gonzalez is terrible, and I'm not backing Marco Gonzalez as a minus 210 favorite. There's just no way. There's just no way I would ever do that. But I will say betting on the A's is not for the faint of heart, man, because it's just, they're just so bad. But I lean more towards them tonight. So overall, in terms of the stream plays today, Cincinnati Reds, that's my favorite play of the day. I gave it out for free on Twitter earlier. I like the Rangers a little bit here. And I like the Twins. It's my 3 favorite spots. 10-plus runs. Anthony, I believe I said Seattle yesterday. They did score 10-plus runs. They had 11. For 10-plus runs tonight. Wait, did I say Seattle? I might be tripping because maybe I didn't. And I don't want to take credit if I didn't. So someone tell me if I said Seattle or not. I did? Okay. Thank you. For some reason, I thought I did it for a second. And I was like, wait, I just victory lapped something I didn't even do. All right, 10 plus runs tonight. I'm going with I wanted to pick the Reds, but they're not on the main slate, so I won't pick the Reds for DFS. Give me the I don't know, bro. For a non-Coors team, I'll take the Red Sox. I'll take the Red Sox. But I mean, I think the Marlins are in a really good spot. I think the Red Sox are in a good spot. I would pick the Reds, but they're not on the main site. They play 640, so you can't. So you can't use them. But all right, if you guys have any other questions, fire away. What was your basketball picks? Yeah, for basketball, I like a little stab on Jason Tatum, 30 plus the Celtics to win is plus 205. I like Caleb Martin over 12.5 points at plus money. I like Al Horford over 6.5 points. Love the Sox called lefties. Yeah. I think the Red Sox are in a good spot. And the Angels bullpen is not scary either. So if they can get 3 or 4 off Griffin Canning, I think they could still get there off the bullpen. Home run calls. Yeah, I wrote a free article today. We hit our home run pick yesterday. It was routed to less plus 360. You can go check out my article. I'll give you one other one, though, that's not in the article, and it's Jake Fraley going with those Reds that I just said I like. Jake Fraley, I think he's plus – let me see. On FanDuel, Jake Fraley is plus 480, so pretty good odds, almost 5-1. Dewan likes cloud over points for Washington WNBA. Dewan hit his prior WNBA pick he gave on the stream. I think that was Friday. I bet that. So I'm going to bet this one. Cloud over 12.5 points for Washington in the WNBA. That's Dewan's WNBA pick for today. If you guys don't know, we have WNBA projections on the website. If you're a Bet Karma Premium member, we have projections posted for WNBA on Prize Picks. So you can go check that out. But if you guys need anything else, I'll be in the Discord, betkarmachat.com. Download the Bet Karma app for free. Click the chat room link. I'll be in there all night sweating out the bets. I have 6 or 7 premium bets posted. I'll be sweating bets out all tonight. Love my card today. Sign up, get access to my betting card. Get access to the NBA Same Game Parlay I sent out for today. And, yeah, good luck with your bets tonight, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, 3 p.m. We'll recap today, talk about tomorrow. Good luck with your bets. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.